all day to try to go Pat Riley.
Let's go. We're starting, folks. I'll wait until people pile in. If you're just tuning in and you're not familiar with Ball, just wait. We're waiting for some people right now. We're waiting for Sam. We're waiting for Turn. Turn was in here. He dropped out. Sam was in here, or Sam will be in here in a little bit. But before we get into anything else, I wanted to let everyone that's in here know, I'll be plugging this throughout the night, but we are launching a Ball Patreon. We went semi-live today. I shared it with some people. Please go to the description. Look at the description. All right, hold on. Turn's back, but I'll let him in a second. Please look in the description. Second episodes are going to be on the Patreon paywall now. So you'll get one episode free a week still of Ball. The second episode will be behind the paywall. The second episode will also have a preview on the regular feed. But if you want, like, when we do streams and all that shit, if you want the audio for that, you got to subscribe to the Patreon so you get the audio feed. There's a whole slop feed on there. I'm going to announce more stuff tomorrow. We're bringing back the Discord, which should be fun.
I can't believe you're not announcing the biggest part.
What's that?
If you get 10,000 patrons, you will get plastic surgery to look like a Pixar character. It's
one of my goals, actually.
It's the number one goal. So pile in.
So if you are interested in supporting Ball, please go subscribe. The goal is to make this my full-time thing so I can do this all the time and just get even sicker with it. So please support if you can. Description down there. I figured the 15 people in here are probably the sickest Ball fans because they have notifications set up. So you guys definitely please go check that out. Subscribe if you can, and then I'll be posting a video with more information tomorrow. So let me add in Sam. Turn just keeps dropping out. So Nihilus Bucks, unfortunately, is not able to make it tonight. He is he's on the COVID list once again. Unfortunately, prayers up for our boy Nihilus Bucks.
You can just say the truth that the Queen passing really took. I mean, he's from Wisconsin. Like, that's basically Canada, and they are subjects. They're in the Commonwealth. So, yeah, by the way, Trill, thanks for having me. So, guys, I really want to plug something very important to me. So that's right. It's the Sam Sheehan Patreon. The Sam Sheehan Patreon. It's going to be hitting here soon. I'm trying to get the domain rights to a Ball. Because like the popular catchphrase. Unfortunately,
of course,
they're still kind of giving me the runaround here. It seems like that there's some other dickhead, quite frankly, who like is squatting on the name. So I'm gonna try.
There's a soccer podcast called Ball. I've seen it.
Right. Sorry, Tro. What were you saying before we got on? I missed some of that. What was?
Oh, nothing. It's Nihilus Bucks.
Okay, all right. As long as okay.
Yeah. Didn't say anything. Didn't say anything at all.
Turn in the house. Let's go.
So we got Turn in the house.
Am I not? So I'm not doing it with him no more.
So I am now your co-GM. I was going to be the moderator once we added Parm in. Parm, who's in uniform, by the way, got the NBA draft combine.
Yeah, I love that.
I had a big issue with him. So
with NB?
He didn't like my draft strategy, so I hope you're ready to bring Kevin back to Seattle. We're tanking for Wemby.
So I actually I like, we all have different strategies. I think my favorite thing about this thing is that other than me and Sam, I feel like we kind of have a similar mindset when it comes to this stuff. I like the direction that Turn went with some of his stuff. You guys will see. And then Parm, as always, is just the most random I could ever imagine. And we'll get into him eventually. But Turn, before you ask your question, we have to lay the ground rules for the expansion draft here.
Okay.
So for the expansion draft, every team gets to protect 6 players. So all 30 NBA teams will protect 6 players. Sam, do you want to tell them the names of the Las Vegas and Seattle teams?
Well, give me 1 second because I need to pull up I have the Las Vegas team one written out, so you can continue explaining. And
when you say the Seattle name, I'll just yell parody satire over it. We'll say well, just to put it in context, you don't have to say the actual name for it, but we could just say the Seattle Prince Andrews gives you a good idea of where that was going.
Oh,
right.
How do you guys
Seattle
get
Prince
such good
Andrews,
lighting?
the little St. James of the Pacific Northwest. We love Seattle, don't we, folks?
How do you get good lighting? Because no matter where I sit, I look like when they interview like a drug
You
dealer.
got a desk lamp?
You gotta have lighting. You gotta have lighting in front of you, not behind you. That's the trick, bud.
If you got like a desk lamp, you just pop it like right here.
Yeah, just have
If you're not Mr. Fancy Tro with his fancy ring light.
That's right.
No,
I actually have 3-point lighting upstairs.
So
I don't have a studio.
So when we're ready, the two teams we're drafting for,
Yes,
one of them will be abbreviated, but it's the San Francisco or Seattle Tech pedophiles.
okay.
Or wait, no, okay, never mind. That one's still
Parody satire. I'm trying to monetize this.
Okay, right. And then the other one is the Las Vegas DraftKings. If you have a problem, call 1-800-522-4700 in Colorado, 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa, 1-800-9-WITH in Indiana, 1-800-270-0717 in Michigan, 1-800-GAMBLER-HELP Jersey in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. Tennessee Red Line is 800-889-8989. 1800-GAMBLER in West Virginia, 1-800-DON'T-DO-IT in North Dakota, 800-BOO-BOO in Montana, 800-GEXAMUNGA in Oklahoma, and 800-WOW-WOW in Minnesota. And yes,
okay, thank you, Sim.
All the time. No, you have to say that every time, though. Legally, it's a very big deal for the expansion team. Okay.
Anytime you mention the Los Angeles DraftKings, please remember that to add that at the end.
Los Angeles DraftKings, and then the acronym that goes after. They're really
Las
going to
Vegas,
have the scoreboard for it. Yeah. So again, please, when you call them the draft, you need to say that. I can't stress this enough.
So. We're all about responsible. Yeah, totally. Yeah. The most normal thing. Mm-hmm. It's very regular, and we should normalize it. That's what I always say. So we have the ground rules of every team gets to protect 6 players. When we are going into the draft, the one main thing that I think people should know is that I've decided that two players from one team is the most that can be taken. So, for example, if the Jazz have, of course, why did I pick the worst team in the NBA for this? But if the Jazz have 2 players that are
ooh, that's a good. Think about that.
Rudy Gay and Malik Beasley, possibly, or THT. You never know. But here's the thing:
bring Gay-Sex to Seattle.
Seattle and Las Vegas can only take 1 of each. So they can't take 2 from one team. So if you draft a guy from one team, that's it that you can take from that team. And generally speaking, we're going to have 15 players for each team, obviously for Seattle and Vegas. And then also teams can take on bad contracts if they want. For example, if the Knicks want to get off the Julius Randle contract, and then the team that's drafting has to negotiate with the Knicks and figure out who ends up taking that.
Do we have Dolan on? Is Dolan on the show?
Yeah, no, Dolan's actually going to call in. I actually have Worldwide West and Leon Rose on speed dial, so we're going to call them up. We're going to get really close to a deal, and it's not going to go through. And then,
wasn't that your job in a previous life before you became a podcaster? You were the tour manager, if I recall, for JD and the Straight Shot.
Yep, absolutely.
Both of their shows at Radio City Music Hall.
That's
right.
Great
fanfare. I've heard. I read the New York Times Sunday art piece about it.
Yeah, I was actually a ghostwriter on that song about racism that he wrote. Still don't get. I get checks, but I don't get credit, folks. So
Robert Sarver of podcasting.
Look, the Roberts. We're starting off on fire, folks.
So
you're not getting this one monetized. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So should we go through what the teams and who we protected, or do we just let everyone figure it out?
So we're going to go through. We're going to have turn start first because we'll go in alphabetical order. Turn protected players from the Atlanta Hawks, the Boston Celtics, the Brooklyn Nets, Charlotte Hornets, Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavs, Dallas Mavs, and Denver Nuggets. So, Turn, you tell us who you protected and who went unprotected, and then we could just riff on the teams and the players as we go.
All right. For Atlanta, they're a pretty young developing team. I didn't want to keep any of the older guys, but I figured they might want to like make the play-in, so I kept Trey, DeJounte, Bogdan, John Collins, and then I kept Okongwu and DeAndre Hunter. I know DeAndre Hunter sucks, but he got a long wingspan, so I think he's good.
Hey, he was drafted 4th overall, and he's from Philadelphia, so jury's still out.
I mean, he's good when he's not on the injured list, which has been 90% of his career. But that 10%, he's been pretty phenomenal, guys.
If you're 6'7" and have a long wingspan, like I'm pretty sure you're going to be Kawhi Leonard. So I don't think they should give up on him. The guys
Raptors fan.
I just want to say this now: the guys that are left for Atlanta are grim. Mo Harkless, so if you need like a corner shooter.
I guess.
Derek Culver, who I had no idea when the fuck Derek Culver got there.
Neither did I. Okay, so
I think it was today because I did it today. I think I checked the transaction.
It was yesterday. He signed a 2-way. He didn't even get. We actually had this discussion yesterday.
That's good value.
Is Jared Culver the worst top 6 pick from the past few years that I could? Because he doesn't have the injury excuses that a lot of top picks have. Bad. He's just terrible.
I believe pretty bad with him. By the way, he doesn't translate as a 2-way. In my limited knowledge of how the expansion draft works, you get him at a league minimum for the year.
Gotcha. You have to. Okay.
Worse. It gets worse.
So if you want Jarrett Culver, you gotta fucking play him. None of this hiding him on the Reno G League team bullshit. You gotta put him front and center at the Bellagio.
Okay, we got Chris Silva. That's a steal.
Don't even know who that is.
Trent Forrest, Frank Kaminsky, Aaron Hall. We have Aaron Holiday and Justin Holiday. So
Justin Holiday's all right.
They should be a package deal.
Yeah. Okay, John. So this is the first one that we're going to get into that you didn't. There were 3 guys that you didn't protect that I found to be interesting. The 3 that I thought: Clint Capella, AJ Griffin, and Jalen Johnson.
Well, I'm getting there. All right. Tyrese Martin. I didn't take Clint Capella because I already protected. All right. Well, I protected John Collins and Okongwu, and I'm like, we got to protect some sort of wings and guards here. I made the call to take DeAndre because I just believe in him. Jalen Johnson, that guy fucking sucks. And AJ Griffin, I don't know enough about him. So there you go.
I would protect AJ Griffin over Bogdan Bogdanovic, and if I were to do
I like Bogdan. Yeah. I like Bogdan. I think he provides a lot of secondary ball handling.
He's good. He's good. His knees just might be cooked.
Yeah, I agree with the way.
I was under the assumption there was no injury concerns here.
Yeah.
We're doing this in a vacuum.
Right. I thought we were playing like 2K and we were turning those off.
Yeah. I agree with the way Turn did it because I would say that the Hawks are trying to win now, as evidenced by their draft pick, and I don't think they've got time. AJ Griffin might also be a giant injury risk, by the way. So
he could.
I think the way Turn did it, I think that's the right call. I think that's the right 6.
And look, I just like DeAndre Hunter is just one of my guys. Like I'm always going to protect my guys, So I'm sorry about that one, but well, there you go. Then take AJ Griffin. Then you like him so much.
We'll get there. Me and you were drafted together, bud. So
all right. Celtics. This one, easiest one. Tatum, Brown, Marcus, Rob, and Grant. And then some people are going to be pissed, but I took Derek over Al just because Al's 45 years old, and we have Derek for 2 more years.
Hearing stinky Al,
3. And Al's contract's huge too. So
I just thought that was he might not. Yeah, that was the easiest one. Keep the core intact.
Can't believe you're letting Luke Cornett walk though. Absolutely, that's a fucking travesty. You gotta say.
Didn't protect Sam Hauser either. Brogdon, which that one hurts, just got him grand opening, grand closing. Bruno Caboclo, JD Davison, who, yeah, sure. Danilo Gallinari. So if anyone's on the market for a guy who's 42 years old and has no ACLs.
On a 1-year contract.
Mifondu, Luke Cornett, and Peyton Pritchard. who I don't want to step on anything, but Peyton Pritchard might be a pick for us. He would put asses in the fucking seats in Seattle.
Arm, we can't let them box us out like that. We need fast people on the team.
No.
I don't want to discuss draft strategy ahead of the draft, but
we need to
might be our first pick.
Peyton Pritchard just to sell tickets. He's a PNW legend.
Yeah,
it's true. He's a hooper, a bucket, and a problem. And he dropped 80 at a he dropped 80 at a pro-am game. Like, come on
93, now. 93.
Yeah, 93. Did you hear that? He's basically Wilt Chamberlain, but a winning player.
All those stuff on the team.
What's up?
Who
was that? The one where is that his pro-am where he plays with Jamal Crawford?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
The one where he's on the floor. That's the coolest shit I've ever seen any podcaster do in my entire life. By the way,
that's where Chet Holmgren died.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Summer League too, and I think it was like a Summer League playoff game for the Celtics, and he just didn't show up. And they were like, "Where were you?" And he was like, "Are you kidding me? I would never miss Jay Crossover's event."
That's so sick.
He comes second. All right, that's the Celtics. Third is Brooklyn. This was the least fun one because they need to just win now. They have all old guys, so I mean, KD, Kyrie, very begrudgingly Ben. Seth Curry, Joe Harris, and Nick Claxton, because there's not another fucking big on the roster.
Yeah.
So, they actually have one of the most interesting guys left on the table then, because whatever, Kessler Edwards, but Patty Mills, Royce O'Neal, like they can do something. Day'Ron Sharp, Edmund Summer, Cam Thomas, who I really wanted to protect, but Katie and Kyrie would have, had a coup if I protected him. And not one of the older guys. I just feel like
I would say that they would take Cam Thomas over Ben Simmons, in my opinion.
See, I thought about that.
The best LSU player on the Nets is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't think that. Maybe I didn't
think about their mindset. Think about what Ben just did to KD and Kyrie, and then think about Ben's on a max contract. Cam Thomas is fit. If Cam Thomas. He fits the ideology hooper wise of the Nets a little bit more than Ben. Ben is obviously a much superior player when he doesn't have imposter syndrome.
Oh, hold on. Just found something out. Interestingly enough.
What's that? If
you were to not protect Ben Simmons, he would be able to be a regular attendee of EVO, the Ultimate Fighting Games Championship in Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. So he could be a regular attendee at his favorite sporting event.
So if you're the Vegas team, you cannot draft Ben Simmons because he'd just be too distracted by extracurriculars.
God forbid Ben Simmons had distractions off the court.
I really, really regret not saving TJ Warren now. Over Ben Simmons. TJ Warren and Cam Thomas would have been such a better idea than Ben Simmons.
If it makes you feel any better, TJ Warren's foot is absolutely cooked from everything that I've heard for like 6 months.
We've established that injuries are turned off.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Sorry. My bad.
And then Alana Days Williams. Never heard of him. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Alondas Williams was a rookie. Yeah. No. He's whatever.
Never heard of him. That one was easy. Okay. This is my favorite one. This is the one that you laughed about. The Hornets. They are blowing this team up. They are keeping LaMelo, and then everyone else sucks. So LaMelo, Jalen McDaniels, PJ Washington, Book Knight, Kai Jones, and JT Thor. The reason why this team is trash, it's going nowhere. Good guys.
Yeah, Kai Jones sucks.
No, over Mark Williams? They just drafted him to replace Kai Jones.
I wanted them to keep the worst guys. Specifically,
that was the point.
I want LaMelo to put up like 50, 20, and 20 and just win 2 games.
I actually like the strategy, though. That was when you said that, I was taken back because I was like, all right, like Gordon Hayward makes sense because he has a big contract. But when you were like, I'm going to let go Cody Martin and Terry Rozier, I was like, okay, I'm pretty surprised. But then your reasoning was like, we're tanking for Wemby. We're going for the bottom of the barrel.
Tank for Wemby. I should have not protected Tatum and Jalen. Celtics are tanking for Wemby. You know?
The Celtics are like, look, we had a good run, a few conference finals, but this is the perfect time to pivot. We peaked.
Yeah, the Jays peak mountain.
They can't handle the ball. Where are you going with guys who can't handle the ball in tight spots?
So,
you gotta move off. You gotta rebuild. Start it over.
Charlotte, this one, we got Gordon Hayward, Cody Martin, Bryce McGowan, Kelly Oubre, Mason Plumlee, Nick Richards, Terry Rozier, and Mark Williams. That's a good crop of guys to start to pick up.
There's of the guys you just listed, it's probably 4 or 5 of the best players that are going to be available.
I love that Gordon Hayward is there's an 82% chance he's an undrafted free agent after this draft.
So there's a chance. There's also a chance that you could try to incentivize the Hornets to give up maybe a first-round pick to get off of the Gordon Hayward contract. But I don't think that they would do that because they're not in the tax.
No, keep him. I'm good. I'm good. I've had him before, Let's see.
All right, Chicago is up next.
Chicago. Oh my God, this one was just hilarious. Their 4 best players are guards, so that was great. Zach, so we're keeping Levine, we have to keep DeMar. I feel like, I hate his guts, but we got to keep him. Lonzo and Caruso, and then Patrick Williams because he's the 4th overall pick 2 years ago, and then Vucevic just to have something in the front court. And
okay,
my only notes, my legit notes were
don't keep Vucevic. That's my only thing. I would let Vucevic walk. He has a year left. You gotta just take the L.
You're right, but who are we keep? When I look,
I would keep Ayo Dasumi over Vucevic.
Okay, so we're gonna 5 guards. They're gonna protect 5. Just play 5 guards.
Okay, here's my thing with the Bulls, and I've talked about this ad nauseum, but.
Tony Bradley, he's a good rebounder.
Here's the thing, though. Who's drafting any of those Bulls centers? Who's drafting are any of you going to be drafting Marko Simonovic? Doubtful.
No.
Well, hold on, Parm. We haven't had our strategy meeting yet. I mean, I think we.
We don't want to show all our cards here.
Don't give away the game here.
Drummy sells tickets.
Also, Derek Jones Jr. That guy got a nice dunk package.
Oh yeah,
might take him to sell tickets. That's the fucking plan. Tank for Wemby and sell tickets.
Okay, but here's the thing. I just want to say on the Bulls, the reason I keep Ayo over Vooch, although I guess you could argue the other way, where with the Bulls, they've already.
I have to say one thing though before you go. The only reason why I did it like this because I wasn't sure how many people you were going to let. I didn't know that we were only allowed to take 1 per team. I was under the assumption that some teams were just going to get fucking raked over the coals.
The Hornets were going to lose their whole team. No, I understand that.
So I was trying to think at least somewhat strategically, okay, I got to keep it. If this team got gutted, could they play this 6?
Right.
That's how I was thinking.
And the Bulls' goals are different than most teams' goals. I know there are plenty of Bulls fans who have been frustrated with their moves over the past few months to year. But also, the second you acquired Vucevic and DeRozan, you're not winning a title. So you might as well try to make the most competitive team in the regular season. If that's your goal, then keep Vucevic because Vucevic is going to help you compete in the regular season. Right. If I'm thinking more long-term, I'm keeping Ayo just because I think Ayo could be a valuable role player.
On the notes, though, I did make when you have DeMar on the roster too, they kind of went all in on that.
Right. I like DeMar. I mean, look, he's a regular season merchant, but he's very good at that now, at least.
7th best shooting guard in 2002. They really, really, really just seem like a team that they fucked themselves with who they signed and how they signed. They have to win now, so that's why Vucevic was the pick. If the team was younger, they didn't have DeMar in that contract. Yeah, I probably would have took Ayo, but. They don't have time.
That's fair. Yeah. So,
the draftable guys. Yeah, it's grim. Bradley, DeSumo's good. Dragic, who
great. I forgot was in the NBA still.
Celtics. I could never forget. Andre Drummond, Javon Freeman Liberty.
Who?
Love that name.
He had a really good summer league combine game this year.
Who?
I love that.
I'm an NBA sicko and I've never heard of this.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna be leaning hard on Parm's encyclopedic knowledge like borderline guys.
Ennis Freedom versus the Chad Javon Freeman Liberty.
Yeah. To be quite honest with you, I've literally only watched that one combine game. That's the only time I've ever seen him play basketball, and I was like, it's pretty good.
I mean, you're wearing a draft combine polo. I'd assume you have institutional knowledge, like Sam said. So yeah.
I could have also bought this.
The Bulls. Are any of these players real? Who the fuck is Carlick Jones?
Carlick Jones was in
that name too.
That combine game. He was in the combine game.
Justin Lewis.
Some like East-West.
I kind of like Justin Lewis. I kind of like Justin Lewis as a prospect.
I don't, because Justin Lewis is like a name you get when like you start over in the witness protection program. Like, no one named Justin Lewis has ever been anything interesting. Derek Jones Jr., Javonte Green, who I still like him.
Yeah,
Javonte's solid.
Solid
bench wing.
Yeah.
How the mighty have fallen, Kobe White.
Yeah, Cody White sucks.
He had a hot few weeks in 2020 though.
Yep. All right, let's move on. Cleveland.
He was the second most famous Kobe of January 2020.
This is not deny. Cannot deny.
Okay. Cleveland.
Well, no sponsors for this.
It's all right. No worries. We're powering through. Don't worry about it. Look. I just want to say,
Bell Helicopters. Bell Helicopters Incorporated.
I just want to say, if you don't want me to have to be sponsored by ads, just go subscribe to the Patreon, and we never have to worry about this again. So good on there.
You want these late night style riffs? You've got it. You've got to subscribe, folks.
Yes. Okay. All right. Oof. The comments are loving this one.
This is this was the easiest one, especially after the recent trade. So Cleveland, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Garland, Mitchell, Okoro, Kevin Love, like straight up just kept the starting five in the best tradable contract. I thought that one was very simple, actually.
Yeah, Cleveland's very simple, and also I just want to say, Cleveland's top 5, or top 4, I should say. I think Isaac Okoro stinks, but Kevin Love's a fine bench player now. But
he's
a good bench player now.
I don't want to leak our draft strategy
for an actual good, wing. Get Okoro out of there.
My eyes are popping out of my head like a cartoon when I see Ricky Rubio available.
Really? Oh, you're not thinking far enough. I'm drafting Isaiah Mobley so that way we get Evan in 6 years. Giannis method.
Genius.
So Karis LeVert, aka Karis LeVay, or whatever the fuck she was calling him.
Karis LeVay.
The Frenchman.
He stinks.
Robin Lopez, Isaiah Mobley. So think about that one. RJ Nembhard, my favorite, Raul Neto. I just like him as my random guy to throw out to prove that I read Basketball Reference.
By the way, if you really read Basketball Reference, you would know it's Raul Neto.
Yeah, but Raul Neto is so much funnier.
I go off vibes. Chetty Osman, Jamarco Pickett, which is a just excellent name.
Didn't know about him.
Rubio, Lamar Stevens, Chandler Vaudrin, Dean Dwayne Wade, and Dylan Windler. I can't believe he's still in the league.
Don't sleep on Dean Wade. Every guy who listens to 7 podcasts loves to say don't sleep on Dean Wade, and I'm like, I'm sleeping well. I don't care about Dean Wade. All right, so let's move on to Dallas, who very, very grim here. Looking at this one,
this one wasn't fun. Look how Haralabob massacred our boy. What Luka is left with, even the protecting was hard.
I said,
can I protect none of these guys?
Yeah.
Can I not protect Luka and have Luka go to a better fucking team? Because
I said on Trill's pod a couple weeks ago, I think Luka's next up, man. They really fucked that team up.
It's very dark.
Some good sweet tea this season because yikes. It's Luka, Spencer, DFS, Daily Fantasy Sports, Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleber, and Reggie Bullock. And I'm like, I don't feel good about that roster at all. I don't think like that team is just terrible. So Davis is gone. Tyler Dorsey, Josh Green. A name I'm
going to be honest. I've never heard of this man before. Let's not get canceled trying to pronounce this man's name.
At risk of getting canceled, I don't want to say his name. Tyler
I
Hall.
can get the first name. It's Mohamedou. I don't know how to pronounce the second part.
Mohamedou Gueye.
Okay. I don't know French.
Ghee, like butter, like the.
Okay. Only Jackie Mack was here. Jaden Hardy, JaVale McGee, Frankie Smokes, Theo Pinson, Dwight Powell, and McKinley Wright the fourth. That's like a great poet name. I don't know how basketball, but like that's like how like Langston Galloway. Like, I always thought he sounded like a Harlem Renaissance guy.
Yeah,
like,
no, 100%.
It's a great name.
Yeah. Well, there is a poet, Langston Hughes,
Langston
right?
Hughes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, by the way, it's Mohamedou Gueye.
So you were right. Wow, Turin, you're so cultured, dude. Damn, that was a bar right there.
You know, I've done a little reading. Okay, so Denver. This one was fun, actually. I actually like this team. Like, it's kind of weird, but I kind of like it. Jokic, Murray, and Bones. Those were the first three. That was easy.
Yeah.
Half under the assumption that it's no injuries, and the other half that they gave him like, a small nation's GDP. We're keeping Michael Porter Jr.
We're not doing no injuries here. I would let Michael Porter Jr. go in the expansion draft.
I think he's like the hardest one.
Too high. The upside, no, because that's going to bite you in the ass if he comes back.
Don't care. Don't care. That. I would literally if the amnesty clause still existed, I would get rid of Michael Porter Jr. tomorrow if I were the Nuggets.
Really?
Great. And then he's going to pick him up for like a vet man and he's going to be an all-star.
Who cares? I don't care. Whatever. If that happens, fine. He's played how many games since high school?
Yeah.
And he has the back of a 75-year-old man. If it were a knee injury or even a leg injury or an arm or whatever, it's a back injury. No one comes back from back injuries. Like when they really have serious back injuries.
It's a good thing Hinkie was running the process.
Okay, hold on. Joel's back injury, though, was not a chronic issue. Michael Porter Jr.'s back injury, his entire
3 years of his career.
Yeah, but one of it was the foot. One of it was two of it were the feet. He fucked up. He had feet injuries, which, by the way, also extremely concerning. Michael Porter Jr.'s entire family has back injuries.
You're being really ableist right now.
Peyton Manning has one neck bone that goes from his throat to his brainstem. It's just one bone. You want to call him Super Bowl?
I'm kind of burn on this. He's like the hardest one for me.
Yeah,
he's not hard at all for me. I'd get rid of Michael Porter Jr. immediately. Bad vibes too, by the way.
If I had Denver, I would have stared at that for like 2 hours.
I would have kept Bruce Brown over Michael Porter Jr. just for the record.
So you don't back the blue?
Oh, speaking of the Nuggets, can I just point out that you're tipping your draft strategy off a little bit here?
Me?
Whoever did the Nuggets.
Me.
Writing select Nnaji for Zeke Nnaji. A little covert note for yourself. I see you. I see what you're trying to do.
No, that one was actually just good old autocorrect. Wow, that's the only name I spelled wrong. I did pretty good.
Interesting.
I actually like him though, so actually, you know what? I actually do like him.
I was gonna say he's actually a good player, so it's unfortunate.
So I kept Aaron Gordon and KCP just like an off-ball finisher and an off-ball shooter just for Jokic to cook. I just want to surround him with guys that he can just pass to. Okay,
fair enough.
Adonis Arms. Christian Braun.
Sounds like a Smash Brothers character.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what Greek mythical figure is on this team? Vlatko Kankar, who I almost picked because like all the fucking Serbian guys just love him. Like he sucks ass. And they invite him to every dinner. They work out with him every single time. They love that guy.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him do anything.
Yeah. Look, sometimes you're just there for the Justin Anderson's been
vibes commander.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You can remain on teams because of vibes.
Colin Gillespie, Massachusetts legend Kellen Grady. Jeff Green, maybe bring him back to Seattle. I don't know. DeAndre Jordan, Select.
If you want to tank for Wemby, I would recommend drafting DeAndre Jordan, by the way.
Also, well, you could get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. This is setting up the next so,
that's right.
He's actually probably the most valuable unprotected guy on the board.
But we're never getting Luka though. We're never getting Luka that way.
Someone called Vlad Kankar the Serbian DeAndre Jordan.
That's a good one.
Devon Reed, Ish Smith, Justin Tillman. Wow, really soon, 2 days after 9/11. Peyton Watson and Jack White. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill all your sponsors. I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
I don't even. Oh my god! I had to Google literally to get that, but I didn't I didn't put the two together.
Censoring the last name Tillman.
First off,
in lieu of circumstances.
R.I.P. our leftist king, Patrick Tillman, anti-imperialist who was also a soldier. Weird thing. Weird. You know, humans are very complex. Sometimes
interesting how he got killed by friendly fire. Just very interesting.
Well, look, sometimes your friends got to keep you in check.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
If they're not keeping you in check, are they really your boys? Let's be honest.
The man who goes to war with himself every day. You killed the man, not the idea.
For real though, R.I.P. to Pat Tillman.
It do be like that for real.
God. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So those are all my teams. Though I am done.
Oh, you forgot Peyton Watson, who averaged 3 points a game in college.
No one's drafting him.
No, he sucks.
His mom isn't taking him in this draft.
Draft Twitter will take him though. All right. So now we are moving on to Detroit, which I believe, Sam, this is your crop of teams.
So I'm gonna kind of move us along here a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna go as in depth as Turn did, just to kind of keep us moving. So I'll walk you through the process. I did all of mine in order of how I like protected them and like how I was thinking about it. So Cade, Jaden Ivey, Sadiq Bey, Jalen Duren. I think that's all pretty straightforward. Isaiah Stewart, I felt was a pretty good 5th pick. And now 6 was pretty hard for me.
Kelly Olynyk.
I had Kelly Olynyk, Alec Burks, Hamidou Diallo, and Marvin Bagley. My reasoning for obviously Hamidou Diallo would be the one that you would think, but he's only got 1 year left on his contract. And you know, Kelly Olynyk, I feel like is going to have more value as Detroit later on. You're going to be able to trade him for like a 1st-round pick at some point. And like, I don't know. Parm is shaking his head at me.
I would just point out
I would never trade
Detroit alphabetically at the moment.
We're 40
not
minutes
very
into
far into the amount of teams. You can now draft the entire 2017 New York Knicks, and we're only on Detroit.
That's no way. Is that true? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Nerlens Noel. And...
You have Nerlens.
No, he wasn't even 2017. No, he was on the Sixers in 2017.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Come on now.
But I thought about Marvin Bagley. I thought about Alec Burks, guys who have draft.
Actually, you know what? Nerlens was not on the Sixers. He was on the Mavs by 2017, but fair. Anyway.
Killian Hayes has pretty much run his course. Corey Joseph, negative value. Rodney Magruder, fine, whatever. And then Kevin Knox sucks. And Kemba Walker, unfortunately, cooked. So, yeah, I just didn't really know what to do with that 6th spot. I ended up on Kelly Olynyk, so sue me.
I'm not going to waste my time with Detroit because Detroit is Detroit. But I like Ivy, and I think that they're going to have some decent years and prospects. Cade's fine. We like to make fun of him. He's going to be good. Definitely not. I mean, he's not better than like at least 3 guys from his draft class. I'll say that much.
Like right or like
just in general. Like if you gave me betting odds, which, by the way, Las Vegas, DraftKings. Sam, can you say the disclaimer?
I will literally do it. Do you want me?
No, but I would take, honestly, if we were to do a redraft right now, and I want to put this on the record, I'll take Evan Mobley over him for sure. I'll take Franz Wagner over him for sure. I'll take Scotty Barnes over him as well.
Oh,
and I'll say that what's absurd?
That's absurd.
Why?
Cade goes number one.
Turn confirmed Cade guy.
Cade is the most overrated prospect of my lifetime, in my opinion. Like, I think that the guy is incredibly. I
don't want to derail the podcast, but like, I'm getting upset.
I think he's gonna. I want to preface.
You're gonna take Franz Wagner over a 6'8" like shot creator.
First off, he's 6'6". This is the thing about Cade. Everyone says he's a 6'8" athletic guy. Oh, but actually he's 6'6", and he's not that athletic. And also, like, he's a pretty good passer, but also a horrible mid-range shooter. He was in a bad situation. Okay. How many rookies have been in bad situations and overcome that? Like, I feel like Cade gets more excuses than any prospect that I can remember in recent history.
It's more just that, like, I don't...
Franz Wagner, literally, look at Franz Wagner's rookie stats and compare them to a large majority of all-stars.
By stats, that's stupid.
I totally understand that, but also, like, Cade's not some fucking 18-year-old. Like, Cade's 21, right? Like, it's...
To the tape, pal.
Okay,
I don't want to agree with you.
Yo, you want to put money on this? That
home like an hour ago.
Franz will have a better career than Cade. I'll put money on that.
Sure. Okay. Well, we'll pay each other in 20 years. Like,
I'll pay you in Bitcoin. I'll wire you.
How do we decide the better career?
No.
Just like
as fascinating as this is, I'm going to go to Golden State.
Keep going, Sam. Yeah. I'm sorry. I am sorry to derail the
podcast. Golden State. We've got. I guess I'll protect Steph Curry. I guess.
Steph Curry. Disgusting.
This one I went with who I thought the Warriors would protect. That's kind of the mindset I had as I pretended I was the front office. So Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, and I really thought about not protecting Clay, but the Warriors would do it. So,
they would do it. No,
and then obviously that leaves Moses Moody available, as well as Kevon Looney, Patrick Baldwin Jr., JaMychal Green, James Wiseman, Dante DiVincenzo, and Mac McClung. So good luck picking from that group.
Turn. Don't say anything about Moses Moody being left unprotected, by the way. We're going to take him number one.
Oh, no. We're using our Warriors pick on Wiseman. I believe. No, we're going to be the project team.
Okay, moving along to Houston. We have easy at the top here. Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Şengün, Terry Eason. Then it got tough, and I had a really hard time with like these next like 5 guys who to put in there. I ended up protecting Kevin Porter Jr. and Kenyon Martin Jr., which then left Eric Gordon, Jayshawn Tate, and Garrison Matthews all unprotected. I don't know. Like, I don't feel
unprotected as well.
What's that?
You're leaving the future 6-time defensive player of the year, Usman Garuba, unprotected as well.
I am leaving Usman Garuba unprotected too. He was next, I believe, or Ty Washington was one. Anyway, I don't feel particularly strongly about that. If you want to yell at me about that, whatever. I just thought about it and I was like, yeah, I guess Kenyon Martin Jr. and Kevin Martin.
Who cares? Like, honestly, who cares about the Rockets at all? They just drafted Jabari Smith 3rd and he sucks. So let's go. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
So next was Indiana. Boy, gross. Tyrese Halliburton, easy. And then I guess Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, because you're still negotiating with the Lakers to try to I guess. And then you've got Benedict Mathurin you just drafted. O'Shea Brissett, who I think is nice. And then, again, got a little tough here. I went with Jalen Smith. I
like that you let their first-round pick from 2021 go because he's already 27 in Chris Duarte.
Yeah, he's not good. I'm sorry, he's not good.
No,
he's fine. He's fine.
No upside.
I would literally shit myself on stream if the Sixers got Chris Duarte.
Yeah, same here. I would kill for Chris Duarte. You give Furkan's minutes to Chris Duarte and we're walking down Broad.
You guys are down horrendous.
It's bad.
Yeah.
He wouldn't crack the Celtics rotation.
No.
Yes, he
but
would.
then, Isaiah Jackson.
He's better than Peyton
Terry
Pritchard.
Taylor,
Anyway,
Aaron Neesmith, who's better than Tyrese Maxey, as evidenced by the fact that Celtics drafted him higher than him. TJ McConnell. Parm, you want to take this one?
That just killed Turn, by the way.
Davidas Servidis?
Dervitas Servidis. Zetas Lapidus, the Xenon girl of the 21st century. Daniel Tice, Andrew Nebhard, Goga Badaza. God, this sucks. God, the Pacers suck. God, their roster. They have like the least fun roster in the NBA.
It's so true.
Yeah, that is very funny.
By the way, I don't want to plug James Harden wine, but I am trying to drink an entire bottle tonight. So keep going.
All right, we're kicking Miles Johnson out of chat. He just said Duarte is better than Marcus Smart.
Well, to be fair, Miles Johnson is a huge Duarte supporter.
Oh my God! Seek Christ, my brother, please. I cannot. This is anyway.
No, I didn't mean the Indiana player. I meant the Philippines.
Somebody asked in the chat about doing
the president of the Philippines.
Okay. Someone said in the chat, is Evan Turner guy doing a bit, or is his Boston accent that bad? Is my voice not that bad? No, it's not a bad.
Turn, when I first had you on, people thought it was a bit. The first time I had you on the podcast, they were like, "Is this guy really?" And then I was like, "Are you from Southie?"
Yeah.
I would imagine, based on I've seen movies.
They're stereotyping my boy Turn. I won't stand for it.
Wait, can you say Gordon Wood for me?
Say what?
Gordon Wood.
Gordon Wood.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Actually, that was fire, dude. Yeah, that was fire.
Okay. Anyway,
we're not doing this. We're not moving
Los
this
Angeles
podcast where I
Clippers.
say shit.
Sam's just trying to power through his picks, and we're all
I'm
like, "Hey, we're neurodivergent, so it's going to take a while."
The LA Clippers, they're going to take Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They're going to take Ivica Zubac. They're going to take Norman Powell. They're going to take Terrence Mann, and I guess Robert Covington, leaving Luke Kennard, Nicholas Batum.
Oh my God, you're leaving me John Wall?
Yep, we're leaving John Wall. We're leaving Reggie Jackson. We're leaving Brandon Boston Jr., which
I would actually protect Brandon Boston Jr. over Robert Covington personally. But I feel
like they won't. Robert Covington is going to be more important to what they're trying to do.
True. If you want to win a title next year, Covington's more important than Brandon Boston.
That's how I settled that. Like
I like Brandon Boston a lot though. I've liked him since. Yeah,
he's a good player. Amir Coffey, Jason Preston, Xavier Moon, and Moses Brown.
They're also just super deep, so it's hard. But anyway, Lakers.
Moses Brown has been on 78 NBA teams, even though there's only 30.
Yeah,
like
Christ from the cross.
And he's like 21. Anyway, the Lakers. You want to talk about a gross
Damian Jones?
Who else?
In this economy, Damian Jones.
Who else are you going to protect? The Lakers suck, dude.
Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant just tore his ACL. They didn't trade for him. They signed him as a free agent.
Jones.
Yeah. I don't know. Thomas Bryant gets hurt like every year. At least Damian Jones can play, man. Like,
look, Thomas Bryant is a hero in the in the ball lore. Thomas Bryant is a hero. Anyway,
anyway, Anthony Davis, Damian Jones, Patrick Beverly, Kendrick Nunn, Austin Reeves. Again, Wenyen Gabriel not protected because I'm leaving it up to the Lakers, the guys they're going to want to play. Because that leaves Thomas Bryant, Lonnie Walker the fourth, Wenyen Gabriel, Juan Toscano Anderson, Troy Brown Jr., Jay Huff, Max Christie, and of course Russell Westbrook,
and Scottie Pippen Jr. In case
you're
intrigued, in a Vanderbilt guard who got 2.8 points per game, or Sharif O'Neal.
Wow, that's.
Yeah, well, a player that scored 3 points per game went in the first round this year, and then people told me not to be mean about laughing at him. All right, anyway. By the way, you can subscribe to the Ball Patreon if you want more. Link in the bio. All right, anyway, keep going.
Okay. So Memphis. Because I'm doing what the team would do, I protected Ja Morant. I myself would not, because he's not good. He makes the team worse. Then you have Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, Dylan Brooks, and Zaire Williams. Okay. The last two were kind of hard. I went with Dylan Brooks and Zaire Williams because they're like, they need a guy who can play the three. Again, I'm doing it by what the front office would do. I think they would protect Zaire Williams because he's their future right now.
Also,
wing,
there's no one on the bench that you could argue should be protected over him except for maybe Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like Tyus Jones. Like if you really believe in Tillman, I don't know because these are so every draft heads get so crazy about all like you hear about Killian Tilly and fucking I don't know David Roddy and all this other shit. Like,
you left the most important player on the
First
Grizzlies off the board completely.
Kenneth Lofton.
Kenneth Lofton's not even here.
He's not allowed.
Also, not only is Kenneth Lofton not there, but David Roddy's slander is not allowed on the Uniball podcast. So keep going. His mom literally follows me on Twitter because I tweet about how much I love him as a prospect. So anyway, keep going.
That's so sick.
It's barred up, dude. I actually should DM her and be like, follow Parm because he's the one who put me on. All right. Anyway, keep going.
David Roddy.
That's it, right?
That's it. Yeah, that's it for me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My thing is up next. By the way, so NB was not able to be here. Nihilus Bucks was not able to be here. So we will allow Parm to step away. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yo, by the way, Parm, you're not getting paid for this part. So we have protected for the Bucks from a Bucks fan, from the number one Bucks fan. Giannis, Chris, Drew, Pat, Connaughton, Bobby Portis, Brooke Lopez. I think that's fair. And then available Marjon Beauchamp, Javon Carter, Wesley Matthews, Grayson Allen, Serge Ibaka, George Hill, Jordan Nwora, Joe Ingles, Thanias Antetokounmpo, and Sandro Mamukelashvili. Sorry, Parm, I butchered that name. I don't know why I
tried it.
Why I even tried it.
Have you feeling courageous?
Parm, how do you say it? Yeah, the hard wine got me feeling different.
Hard wine got this man feeling different.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Minnesota because the Bucks are incredibly boring to talk about. So we have Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, D'Angelo Russell, and Jalen Noel, who he protected there. And then honestly, their bench sucks. Their bench sucks though.
Not true.
Look at who would you look at it on their bench and say, let's not protect those. Like
clearly,
Naz Reid.
Yeah, clearly you don't respect Ocean County's finest power forward, Naz Reid.
All right, I will swap out Naz Reid for Jalen Noel in this circumstance. I will put, but then you have three centers is the issue. Three of your six players.
Cat's
I'm not defending Luke Garza this year.
The real question is here: are we protecting D'Lo? Because I think I would. Like I think that I don't think the Wolves roster isn't good enough to be like we can just let D'Lo walk and still be
they
like.
They also have to because they need to keep him for when Devin Booker's available.
Yeah, because you have Cat already. Yeah, it's a good point. Then you can trade Rudy Gobert's expiring when he's like 46. Yeah,
trade Anthony Edwards for him.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you gotta upgrade. You know what I mean? You gotta cancel. You gotta get the cancel culture guy out of town. All right. Anyway, all right. So let's move on. Who cares about the Timberwolves? The New Orleans Pelicans: Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Herb Jones, Dyson Daniels, and Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson Hayes, Kira Lewis, Neil. Najee Marshall. That it auto-corrected to Neil when NB wrote this out. Najee Marshall, Devontae Graham, Garrett Temple, Trey Murphy, Willie Hernan Gomez, Jose Alvarado, Larry Nance, EJ Liddell. The more I read through this, the more I'm like, damn, the Pelicans are kind of deep, dude.
Yeah,
like what?
Larry Nance is nice, man.
Like, I'm like, what? Yeah. To be fair to NB, he had Larry Nance protected. He swapped him out for Dyson Daniels just because they're younger, they're thinking forward. They're not like, But like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, Garrett Temple and Kira Lewis are kind of the only two I'm not sure could be NBA rotation players. And Kira Lewis is really just because he got injured. Like, I think he would have been a fine NBA rotation player.
I don't think Jackson Hayes is good.
No, he's been pretty bad.
Can he be a third center on a team?
Great highlight guy.
Yeah.
I like him just like
not off the court though. Yeah, no, piece of shit off the court. Anyway, We learned that during a stream. He's a bad guy.
Jackie.
So yeah, he domestic violence. Anyway. Okay, so for the Knicks, the funniest team to think of here, because every Knicks fan thinks that Quentin Grimes is like Klay Thompson, but with off the dribble juice. So we have Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, who stinks, quickly Toppin, Grimes, and Mitch Robinson all protected. So originally NB had protected Julius Randle, and I said no, I would rather have Mitchell Robinson.
You would rather have Mitch
I
over
agree with
Hartenstein
Embiid
too?
No, Julius Randle. No way I'm paying Julius Randle.
I don't know.
Hold on. All right, no. I know we've had the Julius Randle conversation 100 times. Yeah. We're not. If we're able to get off the Julius Randle contract, and we're able to be in New York with a competent team and have cap space or have the road to cap space, we're gonna do that. Like that's our plan. Because if that were the case this summer, they would have been able to just acquire Donovan Mitchell. Like that would have they would have not really had to give up that as much. Like they would have just been able to do it for literally just straight up draft picks, basically. And yeah, so that was my whole thing on that. But for the players, what? What's your
my thing is I would just take Hartenstein before I took.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying as well.
You would take Hartenstein before Mitch Robinson? Yeah, I guess that's more of an argument.
Toppin. Either one. Yeah.
Well, Toppin's already included.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you take Toppin, I would.
Oh yeah, I'm not a Toppin fan, but yeah. All right, so we have Julius Randle, Cam Reddish, Deuce McBride, Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, Jericho Sims, and Hartenstein up for draft. And then we have OKC. Let's just run through the rest of these teams. Shea, Chet, Giddey, Dort, not Gorgie Jang. I wanted to say Usman Jang. I wanted to say I saw Dang, and I just saw.
I was gonna say no fucking way.
Gorgie Jang, yeah, we're protecting him. Jalen Williams, the good one, with Jalen Jalen. If you want a good prospect, Jalen Williams is a good one. The players left unprotected: Trey Mann, who I did like as a prospect, so just interesting. Poku, who sucks. Jeremiah Robinson, Earl, Mike Muscala, Jalen Williams, the other one with an I, Aaron Wiggins, Vit Krejci, YKB legend, Darius Baisley, Theo Maledon, Derek Favors, Kendrick Williams, Ty Jerome. All right, let's get on to the Orlando Magic. Orlando protects Paulo, Franz, Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr., NB had Mo Bamba. I protected Fultz over him. And then Suggs. And then available for draft is Gary Harris, Bol, Devin Kennedy. I don't even know who that is. Terrence Ross, Mo Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, Mo Bamba, RJ Hampton. And Chuma Okeke. And then the last team that I have is the Utah Jazz, which is Colin Sexton is protected. Jalen, oh my God, Vanderbilt. What's his first name? Jared. I'm drunk and it's just the last name. So
let's go.
You're really flexing on me right now.
Oshai Abaji, Bojan Bogdanovic, Laurie Marketing, and Mike Conley. Available for drafting is Taylor Horton Tucker, Simeon Fonteca. How do you say that name? Fontecchio. Walker Kessler, Stanley Johnson, Jared Butler, Leonardo Bolsonaro, Nickeil Alexander Walker, Rudy Gay, Malik Beasley, Udoka Azubuike, and Jordan Clarkson, which is the easiest name to say. And I'm drunk.
I hope this podcast doesn't air in Argentina, man. They do not like Brazil. You're doing international beef.
I'm gonna get fucking canceled, dude. I'm gonna get absolutely canceled. What's that?
That was the last NB team?
That was the last NB/Trill team.
You left the best names on the board of anyone. I love him for that. I want all the guys he left on the table.
Let's not reveal the names. All right, let's get to Parm. Parm has the Suns as his first team. I let him have the Suns, the Kings, and the Sixers.
All right, so Suns pretty straightforward. Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Cam Johnson, McCall Bridges, Chris Paul, and then the last one was a little tough. I went with Cam Payne over Jay Crowder.
That was shocking to me.
Yeah, because I think it's just like there's not a lot of good free agent guards that you can get to do Cam Payne's role as well as you can find a guy that can kind of do shitty Jay Crowder.
I don't agree. Like, I think that I would rather have Jay Crowder than Cam Payne.
Maybe.
But anyway, let's get to the draft.
My original one, I had to be talked out of it, was betting on yourself, Dario Saric, my Croatian king. But his knees are just made of gravel now, so couldn't pick him.
Can't do it.
And outside of those two, it's Torrey Craig, Jock Landale, Australia's finest, Landry Shamet, Damian Lee, Josh Okogie, Bismack Biyombo, Dwayne Washington, and Ish Wainwright. And then we're on to Portland. Portland also pretty easy. Dame, Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simons, Josh Hart, Shaden Sharp, and Yusuf Nurkic. Everyone on the Blazers is kind of bad that you could not have protected. It's Nas Little, Keon Johnson, Justice Winslow, who unfortunately I did want over Joel Embiid in the draft. I was so Winslow pilled.
Different drafts.
I was too.
Yeah, they're different drafts. 2015, really? Yeah.
Wait, really? So who's? Is it Justice over Ben?
No.
Justice over
Okafor.
Oh,
so validated. You've been validated.
Yeah.
Validated. That's true. We would have won a championship with Justice Winslow.
Danny Ainge.
To be fair,
I know you remember.
Yeah, he traded five first.
Yeah,
four first. Yeah, we would have
7 first, folks. 8 first. 9.
So,
I heard he was going to draft.
Right here in that draft, though, so it's fine.
Who's better?
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
so yeah, you can have Point Justice. You can have Greg Brown III, Trenton Watford. If you want that atrociously large Gary Payton II contract, feel free. Drew Eubank, Jabari
I think
Walker.
we're at the point of the podcast where we could just say who we've protected.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Spurs.
This is the longest
Keldon
I've ever sat still.
Primo.
We all have ADHD and we're like, I need to get to the draft
fine.
now. I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
I can run right through this because these are pretty straightforward. Spurs, Keldon, Primo, Vassell, Jeremy Sochan, Branham, and Blake Wesley against my better interest. He was not I was going to pick Pirtle, but I got talked out of it.
By me.
Yep. Kings is Fox, Sabonis, Keegan Murray, Davion Mitchell, Harrison Barnes, and Kevin Huerter. Raptors, bet on yourself, Fred VanVleet, Siakam, Gary Trent Jr., Scotty Barnes, OG Anunoby, and then my personal pick was Delano Banton because I just feel like he is the most Raptors guy left on the team that wasn't protected. Wiz, Beal, Porzingis, Rui, Johnny Davis, Kuzma. I went Monty Morris because I think Denny kind of stinks. And then Sixers, Joel Embiid, Harden, Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Paul Reed. And I ended up protecting Montrezl Harrell because if any of you fucking sickos draft 40-year-old PJ Tucker at $15 million a year, like, you need to be in Guantanamo. Like, there's no reason to ever fucking draft this man in the expansion draft. So why protect him?
Need a corner shooter.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So we're going to get into the draft now.
Mm-hmm.
So
righty.
Only an hour and 3 minutes into the podcast, we begin the draft.
Power through.
Let's go.
When this is
Actually,
I can't believe myself that I let Chemezi Medu walk, but I was convinced to take Kevin Huerter.
All right, so this is also going to this podcast might come to an end at some point because my girlfriend, I couldn't find my laptop charger, and my girlfriend has the only laptop charger, and I'm at 9%, and she's
no,
Mr. Bitch is over here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, first off, cheers to having sex. And second off, Second off, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm putting the good vibes out into the universe. I have my James Harden wine.
We'll do the draft in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, let's go.
I mean, let's be honest here. I have the James Harden wine. It always does well really early, and then it fades at the end. So are we snaking or we're alternating, right? We've got to alternate. We're going to alternate. We're going to go back and forth. We'll let Parm and Sam have the first pick because I'm the host. Sorry, Turn.
God, Baller SP is always right. He's so correct.
Is the list anywhere?
I shouldn't have kept Kevin Herter.
So the list is not anywhere but the spreadsheet that we have. So we're just going to pick from this.
Okay.
Where was this?
You don't have the spreadsheet?
No, I can just go off vibes.
Go to the DM, bud. I sent it to the DM.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got it.
It's in the chat. Yeah.
This is the most well thought out podcast of all time.
I was just gonna go off vibes.
People love this though.
All right. Well, Parm, I don't know if you have anyone you want to nominate, or anyone you're feeling in particular.
Number one, I think my number one is pretty set. In my opinion, because I think it's really important to set a tone.
Okay.
I think we got to go AJ Griffin because he's a top 5-ish lottery talent from this last year. Went unprotected,
My
brain. It's a young prospect early.
Okay. I'm with it. All right. Let's lock it in. AJ Griffin, the first pick we select. AJ Griffin from
with the first pick, the Los Angeles or the Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. We can't say the name. The
Las Angeles.
Las Vegas, I can say.
No, Las Vegas DraftKings, but then we have to say the whole thing. So we're not going to get into it. But we're drafting. We now have our shooting guard of the future in AJ Griffin, which I feel great about.
Okay. So if there are any names that stand out to you here, thank you for putting us. Could you play that again? Was that Turn or was that Parm?
No,
who played that?
Wasn't me.
That was me.
Thank you, Parm.
I would never be that well equipped to do something like that.
Yeah.
So Turn. I need to hear what your thoughts are. Who's the guy that's really standing out?
You don't want to know.
I need to know because I'm literally drafting with you.
Honestly, the biggest internal debate right now is if I want to take Knox or Diallo from Detroit.
Okay, I know you're a Kentucky guy, but you need to cut the bit right now because we're on the clock.
We're tanking for Wemby.
We're tanking for Wemby. So our strategy is let's create the word. So first off, actually, Turn. I wish I was paired with Sam because if Sam said things like this, I could be like, actually, you said that competitive teams are just as likely to end up winning titles as tanking teams. So
yeah, that's why I don't believe in Turn strategy. I will say I'm not a fan of Turn strategy. I don't like this.
See, I
think Kevin Knox playing in the league is good.
Yeah, I think it's a bad product.
I want to give Kevin Knox a 50% usage rate. He deserves it.
Summer league Knicks style. All right.
I thought I was going to get my own team, and I was just going to draft all Kentucky players.
You're going to Guantanamo. I'm driving you there myself. This is disgusting.
All right, you want to be normal? Like you want me to be normal?
Who's your guy here? Because I have one guy in my mind, which I usually do.
Moody?
I want to pick Moody.
I'm fine with that. I was thinking. All right, if I'm going to be normal, we could take Moody.
But who's your other, like, who else is on your radar here? I need to know.
No one you want to hear, so let's just take Moody.
All right, so number 1 pick is AJ Griffin. Number 2 pick is Moses Moody.
Yeah, let's just
in the expansion draft. So the number 1 pick to the Las Vegas DraftKings with all of the disclaimers afterwards, and then the Seattle Prince Andrew / Jeff Bezos / all those things.
Seattle CPs. I've selected Moses Moody, 2nd overall.
Okay, so Moses Moody goes 2nd. Could we get Kendrick Perkins on the line for this? All right. Anyway.
Okay, so Parm and I are back on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of looking around. A couple of names sort of caught my eye here, but
okay,
we've already talked about him, but I kind of like Metu here, to be honest.
I'm fucking here for it. I'm fucking here for it.
I'm blocking both of you and muting your mics if you draft Shemezi Medu number 2 overall.
You know what, Trill? You love Christ. You've always said this is a Christian basketball podcast. So what if we pick Jonathan Isaac number 2?
No.
For Trill and just say that because he loves God.
Yeah.
He can
honestly,
spread Christianity.
I was honestly thinking about that because I was thinking about his contract and I was like, is that a good pick? Because he is good at basketball when he plays, but
I was very much planning on taking Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah,
I was gonna take Jonathan Isaac, not because I think he's a good basketball player. I just agree with his ideology.
He's a great person.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
You can get so many.
There's one notable Magic who we will be taking in a later round, but
hold on. You're telling me that I could have Jonathan Isaac on my podcast at any time that I want, and we could just talk about life?
He's very available. Yes, he could.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's lock it in, though. We're taking Jonathan Isaac. The Metu thing was we're doing.
Okay. So
Jonathan Isaac will be our 3rd overall pick.
All right. I'm going to just start writing this in the spreadsheet because
I've got it in my own spreadsheet, Trill. I understand your compromise. Cool. So I have a list going. Don't worry.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, turn. I took the first pick, so I'm going to let you take the second pick. Here, let's talk over some fellas.
I'm looking, and I'm trying to be serious for you because I know you hated my idea.
No, I don't hate your idea, but if we're taking shitty Kentucky players, we might as well take Julius Randle and get a 1st-round pick out of it.
He's the one Kentucky player I don't stand. He's the only one I hate. I like Ennis more than I like him.
What about Quickly?
Wait, is Quickly's on the board?
Well, Quickly's available.
He also doesn't suck. We're taking Quickly. We're doing that. Like, I'm putting my foot down. We're taking Quickly.
You want Quickly? Okay, so we're gonna go Moody Quickly are our first 2 picks.
Quickly doesn't suck.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam's over there making the switchable playoff team, and we're making regular season.
I didn't want to take him that soon, but we're taking. I really thought we were going to get Isaac, but okay.
These guys are hooping. These guys are hooping.
We're getting buckets.
We're taking hoopers.
Parm, I'll let you take point on this one again.
You're letting me go 3 deep.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
If not, I have a suggestion.
Such a problem for me because all of my guys are built for being the 8th pick in an expansion draft.
Okay. Well, maybe I should take over then and kind of be the next one.
Yeah. How do you feel about young play? What's your opinion on really young guys versus like mid-career guys who could have a decent
I have
season?
there's some guys I like. See, I'm like really good at guys who are like 26 or 27 and have been in the league. Like I'm looking at Daniel Gafford really hard right now. I know he's
the guy to consider. Here's my question.
How old is Daniel Gafford?
23? He's like 24, 25, 26 maybe.
I don't even think he's that old. I think he's
Really?
like 22 or 23. Yeah. He's 23.
Oh yeah, wow.
He turns 24 in a few weeks.
Are you not? I'm shocked you're not getting fast PP with this pick though.
No, I mean I've got to put my foot down somewhere here. And I think he's I honestly it's either him or Chuma Okeke is the other one I'm thinking about too.
Ooh, you're a big Chuma enthusiast?
I'm a Chuma enthusiast.
Hold on. Wait. Before you guys pick. Wait. Before you guys pick. I'm drunk and I forgot that I quickly was protected.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Jesus Christ!
That's why I asked. Like, I was like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, go pick. We're taking quick.
Why would you even bring that up?
This is like when the Minnesota Vikings used to draft, and they would just wait
in the car.
Fine. No, quickly.
Turn. I need you to find someone. No, fuck Cam Reddish.
You want to do Io?
No, it's too high to take Io.
You know what? You won't. There's no one good on every player on your side.
Fine. Take your time, run through some guys here. Like if you want to get a decent, like I like Io, like he's fine, like he'll be a fine role player.
It's much too high, but I can't stop looking at KZ Okpala because he can just never have enough 6-8 wins.
Enough. Even if Pat Riley let him go, he
sucks.
Have a job
in this league forever.
He sucks.
Trill is a gaslighter. He's like Trill, or he's like Turn. Just give me a game. Just give me a name. He's like, all right, Casey Opala. Not that one.
I'd rather take Bruce Brown than Casey Okpala.
Or
Nicholas Batum.
I only want long boys. Let's just build a shitty team of long guys.
All right, so the first guy we took was Moses Moody. All right, we're gonna keep looking through the board.
You don't leave me many options. Like you want to take good players, and
can you just give me like a decent young player, not like a shitty one?
Probably not. Keep on looking at Hamidou. I have to get away from Hamidou. You want to take Cam Thomas?
For fun? Like as a bit?
Okay, like I only like Kentucky players, long boys, and hoopers. So that's your 3 picks.
All right.
Why don't you just draft then?
All right. Well, why don't we discuss some players who are left on the board here?
We should have talked about this before.
Well, to be fair, we didn't know that Gregory Smith was going to be hospitalized. So
it sounds like you guys are down to Bruce Brown and Hamidou Diallo. In my mind, this is what I'm hearing.
Okay, first off, you're not going to gaslight us into taking someone that we don't want to take. So we're going to take your time.
God damn, just take fucking Bol, man.
I'm not taking.
You know he's going to give you 40 points per game.
It's true. He'll give him 70 on the other end.
I'll call it even at Kara Lewis Jr.
Kara Lewis Jr. tore his ACL last year. Why are we drafting him?
Injuries are off. Just you make the pick because all the guys I want suck, but I want them.
But let me just ask this question. Could we think about either one of two things here? Could we think about getting a guy who could have trade value?
John Wall?
Jay Crowder?
Wall?
Like if we take Jay Crowder here, we could flip him for a first round pick at the deadline, right?
That comment is so good.
Right? Which one?
The newest one by William Farrow.
This is what the Phoenix Suns draft loom is like. Yeah. They're on the clock and they're like, shit, should we take the guy that should go 27th at 11?
Very clear that I wanted to tank, and it sounds like you want to draft good guys.
I'm not saying we should draft good guys. What I'm trying to say is we should draft players who are available that will have trade value, or we can take on could we talk to who picked for the Knicks? Me? I picked for the Knicks, right? Yeah.
Should have left quickly.
So first off, I'm sorry. Second off, the Julius Randle contract. Are we willing to take on the Julius Randle contract for like a first round pick?
It sounds like that's what you want. So fine. Sure. I'll take Julius.
I'm not going to strong arm you here.
Next year, if you guys want compensation for that, you're not getting a Knicks pick. You're getting
the Bucks pick.
One of the shittier picks. I think they have a Milwaukee pick or something.
They have a Denver pick. They have a Milwaukee pick.
Yeah, you're getting the Milwaukee or the Denver pick if that's what you're doing. So
all right,
bear that in mind.
Let's just take a player then, because I don't give a fuck about those picks.
Yeah.
Second pick in the draft.
I gave you all my options. You pick.
Okay. I'm drunk, so can someone remind me?
So you've had Jay Crowder, Bruce Brown are guys you've decided and brought up. Tarn brought up Hamidou Diallo, all of which I think are solid picks. Io is a good one. Yeah, those are all solid picks that have been discussed.
Okay, I'm going to decide that we take Jay Crowder and then we flip him at the deadline.
Okay. We're locking in Jay Crowder with the 4th pick of the bag. Okay. Now, after that kerfuffle, Parm and I are back on the board, and we've had
so
eyeball this board, and I've got some ideas, but Parm, you go ahead.
Okay, so from what I've been looking at, I don't hate Gafford, but I want to say that going forward, I think if we just continue getting child centers, That's how we build this roster. We build this roster out of only sub 23 centers because there's just a fucking million of them here.
Right.
So we have the pick of the litter. And I'd maybe rather try to take 4 stabs at finding a center than take 1 in Clint Capella.
Okay. So do you want to take Clint Capella? It sounds like you want to take Clint Capella. Okay.
No. I would rather take I'd rather go with Gafford, Usman, Garuba, Marv. Just take a bunch of lottery ticket 5s because there's so many of them.
Well, I think we should either take Gafford or Io here. I'm a huge Io guy.
Oh, Io would be. That's entirely support both.
Okay, I'm making the pick. I'm going to take Io DeSumo with the 3rd pick in our draft. He's our point guard.
We had him. He would have been a better pick than Jay Crowder.
Turn, do you not believe in my strategy?
No.
All right,
the war room is divided. This is the King's war room where you've got Vladdy and
okay. Just a check. I've drank 2/3 of this James Harden wine.
Yeah.
So
like I said, you're
making me want to start drinking again.
I was gonna say,
I was
gonna say, are we gonna get turned to get back onto the bus? This is the question because of my draft strategy.
Ron and I are staying strong.
Yeah. You guys are from Boston, so we kind of expected it, but let's be honest.
All right, 3rd pick.
All right, you guys are on the board for the 6th overall pick in the draft for the Seattle TP.
Can we do Nikhil?
I think you want to do Nikhil Alexander-Walker this early? I think we could get him with the 12th pick.
I don't think. You know what? I'm starting not to think that we can. Because
they just took Io DeSumo, who had a good rookie year, but he's not
exactly. And you took Jay Crowder.
I took Jay Crowder to get us a 1st-round pick at the deadline.
Maybe.
What team wouldn't trade a late 1st-round pick for Jay Crowder right now?
I don't know. Who are these teams we're trading with?
I don't know. I'm drunk as shit, dude. You should take the reins. I'm going to let you have this pick. I'm forcing you to make this pick.
I want Nikhil. I believe.
All right, there it is. Nikhil. I think it's a fine pick.
This is a dog shit team. This is hilarious.
First of all, we're going for Wemby. Second of all, you're trying to make. Okay, I'm getting mad now. You're trying to draft middle-aged guys that we can trade in 6 fucking months with a fake team. I'm just thinking I think Nikhil could be really good. I don't want to lose him.
I think it's a good pick.
It was that or Kevin Knox, so. You're welcome.
Well, I'll say this much. I'd rather have Jay Crowder for the next 5 years than Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Jay Crowder won't be playing in 5 years.
Daniel Gafford has
Nikhil Alexander-Walker won't be either. He sucks. All right, anyway, keep going.
We're going to run plays for him.
He's the second best SGA cousin.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, put some respect on him.
Upside guys, and that's it. No more good old role players. Upside guys.
If Matt Del Rio's listening to this podcast, he'll remember the famous text I sent him before the 2019 draft where I said, wait, is Nikhil Alexander-Walker only getting drafted because his cousin is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander-Walker? This guy fucking sucks. Yeah. Danny Ainge in turn disagree with me, but let's keep going with it.
So I think we can get Gafford here, Parm.
Okay.
Overall pick in our draft.
I'm fine with that.
Jesus Christ, they're crushing us.
I'm fine with Gafford.
Not for what we want. What do you want to win? 20 games? We're trying to win 2.
It's a good point.
There's nothing good about winning any games in this scenario.
He's not. To be clear, he's not my guy, but I'm fine with Daniel Gafford.
All right, so what's your team so far?
So our team is AJ Griffin, Jonathan Isaac, Io DeSumo, and Daniel Gafford. You guys so far have Moses Moody, Jay Crowder, and Nikhil Alexander.
I like our odds of getting the number 1 pick better.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're drafting much different teams.
Yeah,
we want to make the play-in. Look at these guys over here.
This is hysterical, dude. All right.
Lottery.
All right. So we're going through here now. Is there any GM that picked to protect players that is interested in giving up any picks to get off a bad contract? Let's say the Charlotte Hornets to get off the Gordon Hayward contract. Let's say the New York Knicks to get off the Julius Randle contract.
Knicks here, we are willing to give exactly one of our bad picks to get off the Randle contract because we think he's still a valuable player and he will play himself into shape. We did not make a move for Donovan Mitchell. We're in no rush, so we're not really paying a premium to move off of him.
We didn't make a move for Donovan Mitchell because we believe in Deuce McBride.
Deuce McBride, yeah, exactly. We because Quentin Grimes is untouchable to us for some reason. And then
I think the reason that they said that Quentin Grimes is untouchable is because they thought about how many New York rappers could have lines about Quentin Grimes, and they're like, Grimes rhymes with a lot, and then also Grimes rhymes with rhymes, and then also on top of that, New York rap is very grimy rap, folks.
Trill can't go to New York anymore. Anyway,
Trill, you really don't believe in our development team at all. That's all I'm getting from this. You don't believe that we can develop guys. You don't believe in upside.
Listen here.
If we're the Hornets, God, the team is just so dog shit. I'm trying to think of what the Hornets would do. I mean, yeah, if we will give you one of our picks, lottery protected. What do you think? And then it turns into a top 4 the year after. What do you think?
No, you're good. We're good. We're chilling.
Okay. All right.
Sam, would you rather have Julius Randle and give up one of our sacred picks that we could use to draft, I don't know, some guy in the late first, or would you rather have Marvin Bagley for free?
Right.
Notable lottery pick, Marvin.
All right, turn. This is what I'm thinking here.
Terry Rozier. I read your mind.
I was going to say, I'm thinking we lead into the bit and just go Terry Rozier or Trey Mann or one of these Hooper guards.
I think Terry Rozier's a good pick here.
All right, listen, I'm not even actually doing a bit. I'm actually genuinely thinking, Are
we too good with Terry Rozier and Jay Crowder, though?
No, Terry Rozier is a net negative.
Is he?
Yeah, he lets up
pretty good. But
in the regular season?
Hear me out. The way I'm thinking of it, genuinely, not doing a bit, is drafting young guys that could turn in. If they turn into nothing, we get a good pick. If they turn into something, then whatever. And also, someone like Terry Rozier, at the very least, he can score. We could sell tickets.
Yeah. But could you not say the same thing about Cam Thomas, who's funnier?
I'll take Cam Thomas. I love that pick.
You want to just lean into the bit and take Cam Thomas?
I wanted to take Kevin Knox first overall. Yes, I'll take Cam Thomas.
All right. So with the 8th
Cam Thomas.
Select Cam Thomas.
This is hysterical.
The Brooklyn Nets are down horrendous.
I don't know. You're missing the vision. Over here, Jay Crowder is the worst pick. That's the worst pick in this draft, I guarantee.
All right, so let's look at all right, so why is Jay Crowder the worst pick? We could get a first round pick at the deadline for Jay Crowder.
I'm moving us along. I'm using my executive action here to turn the ball over to Parm again for clear out.
Sam is now the moderator for this draft because I've gotten too drunk.
I've deemed Trill unable to continue, and I'm stepping into the role as a sort of keeper. I'm like the league when they had the Pelicans for that year. Trill sobers up.
You're David Stern because you agree with all of his ideologies.
So, Parm, we have our backcourt. We have Jonathan Isaac. We have Daniel Cafford. We are looking for some wing depth here.
So
if we want
here's the thing. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But also I'm concerned about their draft strategy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned that we might lose out on a veteran addition because they seem to be very interested in getting 30-year-old men.
Right. Okay.
This is why I might use the 5th pick on the Fisher Price, my first point guard of all time.
Ricky
Rubio.
Yeah, let's get. But to be fair, Ricky's not going to play half the season.
It doesn't matter. He's just bringing championship DNA and energy to the team.
Yeah, he did win a silver medal when he was 19.
My counter argument, Parm, I think we could get him later.
if you think they're not going to drunkenly poach Ricky Rubio out of my hands, then certainly we can push it to later.
The other option is we could also get Tyus Jones, who checks a lot of the same boxes. Like,
okay,
he's definitely better than Ricky Rubio.
If we're doing Tyus, I might just then swing towards the higher upside guys that we have.
Swing from the tangles of.
There's Brandon Boston is still on the board.
Brandon Boston's on the board.
Kentucky guy.
Yeah.
Garuba's still on the board.
Yep.
We have Villanova legends Jeremiah Robinson Earl and Colin Gillespie. Both available. Marvin Bagley, notable lottery pick. Marvin Bagley,
drafted ahead of Luka Doncic, so it's hard to say whether.
It's.
I might be.
Can I say something else though? I think we got to take Isaiah Hartenstein here. Actually, I kind of forgot.
Hartenstein is your center pick.
All
of these guys available. I'm also a little concerned we already have. I might secure us the ability to block them from getting any more Orlando Magic players and just take Bol 5th overall. Bet on the success. Bet on the fact that Mike Malone has maligned this man for his entire NBA career.
Well, do we just take RJ Hampton at that point then? For upside guys?
He sucks.
Does he suck? Okay.
I think they both suck, to be fair.
Or we could take Chuma. I really want to take Chuma here, to be honest.
Chuma's definitely a better upside swing.
Okay. As long as you're fine with... We're burning a second. We're burning a protected second for Bol or 2.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we have to free him. We have to free him from Orlando.
We have to free him,
okay. Here.
Well, we're taking Chuma Okeke officially with the 9th pick.
Love it.
Our forward of the future.
Can I change teams?
No.
I would. You know what? Please do.
Go draft Kelly Oubre.
I would love that. If you went on their team and I just got to do whatever I wanted, I would love that.
Let's lead into the bit. Let's do it. Turn. Go ham.
You're just gonna let me up to
my just draft. Who cares? I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck.
This is all I ever wanted. Wow, there's a. You know what? Let's take a fucking chance on Jared Culver.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. I am intervening.
Sam, let's take a chance.
I'm locking it in, Trell. That's your pick.
All right, my tinnitus started literally acting up the second that you did that. I literally hear a noise in my brain because I can't comprehend someone taking Jared Culver in an extension draft.
We need some draft pedigree here.
Yeah.
High pick. Been on 3 teams in his 4th year. I like that. Okay. That's a guy that's hungry.
Gritty.
He's a chip on his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Trying to prove everyone wrong.
So are we locking that in then?
You'll thank me next year.
Sam and Palmer oh cool, so we can literally just get anyone we want now.
Ricky Rubio has come back to us.
So
10 rounds later.
Here's another thing for you to consider as well. Just noticed him on the board. This is maybe my
I know who it's gonna be.
What do you
Mamu?
No, this is maybe my most left field Parms pick. I love this guy. I think he's going to be really good this year in real life. Saban Lee on the Pistons.
Okay. I'm down. This is your swing.
I love a Saban. I think he's very quick. Very good shooter.
This one
I also realized we violated the rules of the draft here.
Look, Al Horford has no room to grow, William.
The comment for anyone listening on audio is Al Horford looked like an all-star in the playoffs last year, and he's available. And Jared fucking Culver is out there being taken.
Yeah. He has nowhere to go but up.
I also realized it doesn't matter, but I already broke the rules because we took Jonathan Isaac and Chuma Okeke, and we shouldn't have been able to do that. So that's my bad.
Why? Don't we get to take 2 from each team?
No, you can only take 1.
Oh, really?
2 total, yeah.
No, we're at the anarchy phase of it. I got drunk and I forgot about the rules.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
get ready for the next pick.
So you know what, Parm, I'm changing our pick to Ricky Rubio. Chuma is still on the board.
This is so good.
Okay. Fine with me.
We have Ricky Rubio and Saban Lee now.
Little grit, you know.
Al Horford is still on the board. If you guys want to write this wrong, and
no, thank you. No, thank you. Are we back up?
No, I don't want to deal with his sister. To be fair, she's very attractive, but the personality.
Heard you hate the American dairy industry.
I'm going to talk over Trill to.
Heard you hate the USDA.
The roles have been reversed. It's very funny.
I don't like this. I don't like what's happened here. I'm supposed to be the wild card.
Is it our pick?
I respect the Horford family as a whole. Anyway, keep going.
Is it our pick?
Yes, it is. Yep.
You know who's still here?
Who's that?
Cam Reddish.
Okay. All right, Cam Reddish.
Brother,
lock it in.
Sir.
We're gonna fly through this.
He is the best looking bad player ever. You kidding me? He's gonna go 0 for 17 and the crowd's gonna love it because he's gonna look fucking sweet doing it. We're taking Cam Reddish.
It's true. I've had many people in my mentions. I had people get mad at me when I said every Sixers fan hates Tobias Harris, and if Cam Reddish had Tobias Harris's career, it would be a amazing, unbelievable success because he is so bad.
He gave Anthony Edwards 40 in high school. All right, we're taking him.
Maxey and Edwards said he was a bucket and a problem. I can't argue with that.
I love our team. I love this team.
So,
except for Jay Crowder,
I'm noticing
that pick sucks.
So someone we have available to us is Brandon Boston Jr.
Yep.
That's someone I'm interested in. We also still have Usman Garuba. I think we should take Brandon Boston Jr. here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah. No,
fine with that. Fine with that.
Classic Boston bias.
Yeah.
So we're back up. All right. Well, okay. We're going quick. You know, can't quite take my eyes off Poku.
Okay. All right. I love this team. This is somebody in the comments says this is a ball don't stop indoors team, and they're absolutely right.
Yeah,
this is a Hooper
we need a
squad
7-foot. We need a 7-foot shooting guard. I love Poku. This team is going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
A lot of ISO. No off-ball movement. A lot of ISO.
My circle light just tipped my laptop at the moment you selected Poku, so you know it's a good vibe.
Lock in, Sam. We're taking Poku.
Okay, I'm locking. Poku is locked in, and we're back on the board.
This is because you took Jay Crowder. I hope you know that.
Okay.
Hey, look! If you're still tuned in, subscribe to the You Know Ball Patreon. It's available in the description. If you want to take wash 32-year-olds in an expansion draft, that's for you.
Yep.
So if you want Trill to get plastic surgery to look like a Pixar character from 2003, sign up for the Patreon. Only takes 10,000 of us.
We will give him the Pixar mom dump truck. Like we will do everything.
Like low key thick, like Thor's brother.
So some people I'm looking at here, Parm. I think we still do need some size on the wing. Honestly, don't think Gordon Hayward would be terrible, and I think it would help our guys develop.
I'm going to drive to Maine and shoot you with a gun. We think Gordon fucking Hayward.
Thank you, Miles.
Okay.
First of all, we are in Las Vegas. He'll get sun poisoning and die before he gets to the fucking arena.
Okay. The other option, Josh Okogie, still on the board.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's ours. That's our guy. Come on.
Actually, I just want to preface this. I'm
hold on, fellas.
Speak.
Hello. Hold on. I'm getting a call. My market inefficiencies analyst is here, so I'm gonna let him in. We're gonna take a look.
Okay.
Is this Daniel?
My market and inefficiencies guy. You know, we're gonna take.
Okay. Okay, we're letting him in. Okay. So
fuck!
While Parm is away from the, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of see.
Oh! It's Daniel. Sorry.
Let's go.
See what do we got here?
Okay, so we have a lot of inefficiencies here. A lot of inefficiencies to be had, if you will. Okay.
All right.
These are current current selections. You know, lot to be picked, lot to choose. If you will.
Okay. Well,
anyone who's listening on the podcast is going to be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I have bad news for you, Trill. No one in their right mind is still listening on the audio version. There's zero listeners at this point. Everyone is like, Jesus Christ, and has turned this off a while ago.
Let me ask you this.
I love our
What is the number one market efficiency right now?
Okay.
It's undersized centers with limited offensive skills.
This is true.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I'm seeing Usman Garuba just hanging out here, man.
Wow.
This is what I'm saying.
That seems a little bit sacrilegious.
I think that might have to be the guy.
Montrez.
Usman.
Oh, Usman. Oh yeah.
All right. You know what? We're
We also have. If you're into you know, Udoka Azubuike, you know,
big into.
if you're a big Jared Rhoden supporter, you love that Seton Hall run for the last 2 years. You know, you're a big fan of the Big East. You know, you have Okoro Maker, guy to consider later. You know, I have many things. You know, Jamarco Pickett.
If I'm crunching the numbers,
You know,
my vote's on Usman.
fair enough.
all right.
That's gonna be it. It's gonna be Usman.
Okay, Usman. We're calling it in right now.
Our guy's still here.
So with the what is this? The 13th pick in the overall draft, we will be selecting Usman Garuba from Houston.
Good pick. Good pick.
So
All right. So our team. I mean, I can't believe he's fallen this far. I know I said I didn't want old guys, but when you have Italian Kevin Durant this late in the draft, are you kidding me? Danilo Gallinari's still here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna draft Mussolini, but yeah, no, fair enough.
Danilo Gallinari's still here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Mussolini's not nearly tall enough.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to take any more old guys. Because you already ruined that.
Mussolini was only 5'7". What a beta bitch, dude. Fucking hung by
the worst thing about Benito Mussolini.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that's why he was hung by communists in the middle of that square.
We got to take Josh Okogie. We need to take
Okay, all right, there it is. Josh Okogie.
They massacred my team.
Is Canada's Diop still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah.
One of my favorite 2018 Ringer, if you watch the 2018 Ringer video, by the way, a lot of takes from that have aged incredibly well.
Thank you, Miles. That's what we're looking for.
But when the one college basketball guy was like, how could you ever draft Kevin Huerter over Josh Okogie? Like, how could that ever work?
Okogie blocked James Harden once, so you tell me.
He was such a better college player than Kevin Huerter. It's crazy to me that Kevin Huerter's going ahead of Josh Okogie. And then I was like, damn, that's true. And then Kevin Huerter turned out to be a way, 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 way better NBA player. So
hey, there's two sides of the ball, pal.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna
Kevin Huerter's white, so we assume he's a bad defender.
We're taking player.
Did you watch him play at the University of Maryland?
No, I didn't because I have a life. Not really.
That's your loss. You missed out on prime Bruno Fernando, the Brune dog.
I should say I had a life in 2018. I don't have a life anymore.
All right. Parma, we're back up, by the way. I think we need some veteran leadership. We do have Ricky Rubio on the team.
Little Ricky.
Yeah. I do think we need a little bit of size in the way. I think we take Gordon Hayward and
I'm going to actually kill myself on air. No.
Okay.
Well,
Gordon Hayward.
I can't have this sort of negativity in my draft room. So why don't you tell me why?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We do need a wing somewhere.
Wait, hold on.
I agree with the veteran wing. I just can't be the Police Benevolence Association's #1 pick.
I was going to say, Robin Hayward here. How are the police in Las Vegas? Like, what is
not great?
What is the department like?
They're too union-y, you know. Like there's too much.
We might have bungled.
There's too much communism happening in the Las Vegas police department.
Hold on. So
we could do out. What I'm thinking, another option for us, Tobias Harris.
I was thinking it depends on what you prioritize with your old wing. Do you prioritize a guy that can get you like 21 points on like fine efficiency in Tobias Harris, or like a dirty work king in Thad Young?
All right, we need to have a debate then.
No, we do not need to have a debate. I am going ahead and I am going to select Tobias Harris.
No. It wasn't Tobias Harris. Would you rather have Tobias Harris or Julius Randle?
Tobias Harris.
Okay, fair enough.
And he's more of a wing.
Yeah, he's a little wingier. Yeah, I could go Tobias Harris. That's pretty fine for me. Unless you want to go Karras. Unless you think Karras has veteran leadership in him.
He does not.
Tobias drives me insane. He's way better than Karras LeVert. Karras LeVert fucking sucks.
Like if we were a little more structured here too, like we could probably get an asset for taking Tobias. I don't know if the Sixers would give up a first, but we could get like a second or
we as the Sixers GM. Actually, it's Parm, but me. We literally cannot trade a first round pick. We can trade you a swap. We can give you a swap.
Yeah.
We're forgetting about the hungriest man in the NBA. The man who wants it more than anyone else in the history of organized basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Westbrook is available.
I honestly don't want Russell Westbrook.
I have a question.
No one has ever wanted it more.
How much would the Lakers give up to just get off the Russell Westbrook contract?
I was thinking about this. I don't think they give up a pick because I think they want to do a deal where they get the players back while they're sending out Russ. I don't think they want to stagger it like that. Like I don't think they would give a pick just to dump him. So true. I think Tobias is
way better than Russ for sure. Right. 100%. Yeah.
And I think we get a pick swap that probably doesn't convey, but who cares? I'll take that. And
for the 2023 swap,
yeah.
Or we can get Nerlens Noel.
Oh, they can't even trade the 2023 swap because they already traded the pick.
You guys are gonna win way too many games.
Yeah. Maybe Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon.
A lot of names.
You know what? Eric Gordon's interesting. Do you think we do that? He might actually have value at the deadline.
Unpopular opinion: Tobias Harris is way better than Eric Gordon now. Eric Gordon's not good now.
Here's the thing to consider.
Yeah.
In this hypothetical
expiring contract. Yeah.
If we get Tobias, we are sinking around $60 million, if not more, into Jonathan Isaac and Tobias Harris for the next.
Yeah. Let's good call. Let's pivot. We're taking Eric Gordon. No, never mind. Ignore what we've said. You guys are back on the clock here.
All right. I know Sam's gonna love this one. We need so we have a bunch of young guys that haven't done much. The whole entire time I went back and forth, but I was thinking we need a guy that closed out a game 7 in the playoffs. I'm thinking Aaron Nesmith.
Let's go, Aaron Nesmith.
Hey, he closed out a game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals while Desmond Bain was sitting at home.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something? Aaron Nesmith went lower in this draft than he went in his actual draft. You guys, he literally had Jared Cole.
Yeah, I think there's still something in the tank for him. I don't think Brad Stevens and Ime used him correctly. I think we could.
Yeah. No, I listened to Bill Simmons' podcast, and he said that if you just let your young guys stand, my favorite Bill-ism, he said, if you just let the young guys stand in the corner, like if Desmond Bain had to stand in the corner, he wouldn't be that good. And then I was like, Desmond Bain's one of the best shooters in the NBA. I think he would figure it out.
But, like I said, Nesmith has playoff poise, so need him.
Yeah, true.
He had a huge block. Huge block. And that was very important.
It's impossible to say who's better between Tyrese Maxey and Aaron Nesmith because
you can't make that call.
He went 7 picks ahead of him. Yeah.
Don't check.
I love our team. I love our team, man.
Yeah, I love it too.
So Parm and I are back up. We have a lot. We're running out of options. I mean,
you want more wings, right?
You're
hungry for a wing?
Gordon.
We fucked up taking a center. We should have really leaned in and not taken any bigs.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry for a wing at the moment?
Yeah, I think we should take another wing. Yeah.
Chris Duarte.
Okay. All right. I'm down with it.
You 75-year-old Chris Duarte.
Here's the thing. Man. Is he that good? No. Is he going to cover it? He'll cover.
Draft. We select Chris Duarte for Las Vegas.
No, their team's way too good.
No, I know exactly. That's like, dude, I've been cooking this whole entire time. We're getting the number 1 pick.
This team is arguably right now, with missing 5 players, arguably better than the current Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
We actually have a lot of choice. Like, there's so many good players left on the board.
It's not true. The Sacramento Kings just drafted Harrison Barnes 2.0 to go with Harrison Barnes. So it's impossible to say.
They also have a multifaceted offensive threat, Domantas Sabonis, who's nobly leading the nation of Lithuania in Eurobasket as we speak.
His dad's literally in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but for, the Soviet Union,
So he's cool as shit.
Is he real, though?
It's a question.
Is he a real human being? Or did they make him up?
Well, you guys are back up. You have the 20th pick. This is your 10th slot. So this is your last bench guy.
I'm drunk as hell. I finished the bottle of wine after I drank this. So,
Trill, I just want to point out, you wrote CJ Ellerby like Nick at Night with Linda Ellerby.
I didn't write anything in there. That was all nihilist,
which is really funny. That's just really funny.
He's not drunk enough.
I haven't heard about.
Not blame it on nihilist. So,
him on the bench.
If you guys need a big, Rashawn Holmes is still on the board.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Okay.
No, I don't agree.
James Wiseman and Kevon Looney are both.
Yeah,
on
I'd
the
say James.
We can't take Wiseman. We can't take Wiseman. We took.
Moses Moody.
You're right. Correct.
Moody Moses.
That was our second worst pick.
You haven't selected Select and Nanaji yet, which is interesting.
We're gonna take Malik Monk.
This is the Hooper squad.
Delightful.
We're gonna take Malik Monk. No, Malik Monk is like my favorite player in the league. So I can't believe we got him this low. We're gonna take Malik Monk.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm locking it in with the 20th pick. You guys have selected Malik Monk.
It's gonna be so hard when I have to pick between Knox and Hamadou. Dude, our team is so fucking good, Trill.
It's gonna be tough. It's tough. You know what's not tough is subscribing to the Uniball Patreon.
You can get more great content like this.
True.
I know you guys are hungry for more after this. I think we take Luke Kennard here.
I'm going to cry real tears. I fucking hate you. I hate Luke Kennard so much.
Okay.
So drafting Luke Kennard does feel a little bit like Robert Sarver racism.
It's just like nothing against his play. I just can't stand this man. Luke Kennard might be my least favorite player in the NBA.
Also, I just realized we can't take him because we took Brandon Boston Jr. So we're safe.
Oh, we can't. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Ooh. So.
Ooh, I see someone.
Shit.
I see someone.
I'm thinking. We're looking for wings still, right?
All right.
Yeah, Turn's looking at Furkan Korkmaz right
Is
now,
it
and he's
time?
like,
Sam,
No, but you're thinking in the right direction. But I'm gonna throw you a bone on the next pick.
Are we going for? What's your general stance on big boys? Big beefy boys.
Big boys.
Hate them.
I have 7 bumper stickers on my car that have a different iterations of I love big boys.
You love making a little big noise?
Yeah, exactly.
If you will. How about David Roddy?
Let's take him. Let's bring Roddy in. Let's twist the knife on Trill right now, and
let's take
David
all
Roddy.
favorite
We're
players,
selecting him with the 21st overall pick in the.
how dare you? How dare you take him from me?
As you're the real GM, Trill is really just a figurehead here. So I'm going to start directing my questions to you as the brains behind this.
He hasn't made a pick since I took it away from him when he took Jay Crowder.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot that he's lost.
I remember the first pick. I tried to take it like, okay, let's go the competitive team. Over.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take Shake Milton.
Okay.
Shake Milton better, sadly.
Yeah, this is a hooping team. This team is either scoring 70 points per game or 130.
No, we're trying to sell tickets and get Wemby. I can't make it any more fucking clear. I've said it 10 times.
This is this is a delight. This team is a treat to watch.
I would watch
every single one of these games.
I would watch this team over the Lakers a million times.
Yeah, I would watch I would watch all 82 of this team's games.
That's what we're looking for. We need to get viewers so we can build a fan base back up.
This team is Antifa.
Yeah, the Antifa team. I don't know about that.
We don't have Jonathan Isaac. I'll say that much.
This team is rejecting modernity and embracing tradition. We're saying fuck the advanced stats and fuck analytics, fuck BPM and Darko and Raptor. We're hooping.
What do they even mean? What do they even mean?
I think we should take Bruce Brown here.
You're liking Bruce? I'm
Bruce.
I'm okay with Diet Right America's Choice Ben Simmons.
Yep.
That's fine with me.
Yep. So with the 22nd overall pick, we'll be taking Bruce Brown.
Easy peasy. Sam, did you know that Bruce Brown cares so much about the NBA that there was absolutely no chance he wouldn't get the COVID-19 vaccine, both doses? You know, because he just loves practicing so much. He loves being with his team. That there's no way. There's no way.
Sam, can you check how many bigs we have? Because I think we have one, and I want to keep it that way.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, depending on, I think it's literally just Poku is your big.
No, Poku's playing the two.
You drafted Poku? How did I miss that?
Yeah. So you guys have Moses Moody. Your tallest player is Jay Crowder or Poku. I forget exactly how tall Poku.
Poku's like 7 feet.
Okay, yeah. So it's Poku is your big.
But he's playing the two.
Okay, so your team is Moses Moody, Jay Crowder, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Cam Thomas, Jared Culver, Cam Reddish, Poku, Josh Okogie, Aaron.
May I suggest a player for you?
Let's go!
No, thank you.
No, not interested. I'm thinking if you're going Poku, you might as well go Bol. You might as well double dip.
Too tall. Also, maybe. I'm just taking a little peek. See who's left.
Not a lot of legend Wenyen Gabriel. Still on the board.
We're gonna select Devontae Graham.
Delightful.
That is really fun.
That rocks.
The Pelicans are like, we didn't even have to give anything to get off his contract. It's crazy.
By the way, if Masai Ujiri saw this roster, he would immediately kill himself. This team, everyone is under 6'2". Like literally half the team.
He would commit seppuku on air, like for real. Like he would be like, "This is an honor."
This is the steal of the draft.
Sal, we hear you and we're learning. Well, I will be honest. We went in with all intentions to make this a serious thing, but unfortunately, we've had to pivot.
Who the fuck is Sal? I don't even know who this man is.
Yeah,
I'm drunk as shit, Sal. I don't care about you and your Eagles.
He doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that.
No, you don't. You don't.
Actually,
you don't understand.
On second thought, it's not actually good in my financial interest to criticize anyone who comments.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't worry. That's why I'm here. Don't. We hear you, Sal. We're learning and growing. All right, Parm, we are back up. We only have 3 roster spots left, so we have to start. We start thinking about this.
So we just took 2 beefy wings.
Right.
We have 2, maybe Jonathan Isaac. So maybe I think we have 2 guards and maybe a center.
Yeah.
Is that what we're thinking?
I think we beat them at their own game and bring Terry Rozier in.
I kind of love it. I kind of love. I can't.
No.
I can't lie. I kind of love it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I
That
kind
was
of
going to
love
be our
Terry.
veteran. That was going to be our veteran leadership.
Yeah,
I gotta let you take a Sam's pick. I can't deny Terry Rozier. I've denied Gordo and Luke.
What you're trying to say is, what if this was the Killers album, Sam's Town?
Yeah, it is Sam's Town right now. So you're back up. You also only have 3 roster spots left. So
I know I got to
make
think
3 more picks to keep your team under a total 7 inches tall. The anti-size pure hooper squad. Oh yeah, Patrick
Miles.
Jr.
I was looking at him too.
Yeah, Trey Burke still on the board.
I was looking at him. He's up there.
This is so good.
There's just so many good choices. Yeah, fuck it. Let's roll the dice. Let's bring in Trey Burke. Some pedigree from his time at Michigan. We can play big with Trey Burke on the court.
Yep. No, he's your center. That's a great one. That's a great pick. I love that.
No, I don't want Goran Dragic. He's fucking a million years. He's not a hooper.
I think your next pick should be the guy on the Magic.
I didn't even see Jaden Hardy was available. I've totally forgot about him.
He passed over him 5 times.
Jaden Hardy, what do we think? Farm.
Your team's
he's the smart choice.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a smart choice.
Well, this is a smart podcast, as everyone listening.
The host of it is the drunkest person alive.
Yeah,
like,
pretty professional
I'm
operation.
fucking computer duster and taking Saban Lee.
That's good.
But like, also Jaden Hardy is actually in real life way better. It's just like the sicko in me needs Saban.
You can't fight.
We already took Saban Lee. We took Saban Lee 6. So
when? Oh, we did.
We did. Yes.
I thought we took Brandon Boston Jr. 6.
We did. We took Brandon Boston Jr. with the next pick. So
okay. So we only have 2 picks left.
Yes, we only have 2 picks left. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so we already have him. So
yeah, we have him. Don't worry. We locked the guy down.
I was kind of having a crisis of whether I wanted him or Marvin, but now knowing that he's on the team,
Marvin. Let's go, Marvin.
Marvin Bagley.
Marvin's room.
We're taking Marvin Bagley. Let's go.
Cups of the rose.
Can we?
Bitches in my old
yeah.
phone.
Let's take Marv.
You're right.
I should call one and go home.
No, we can't because we have Saban.
No.
Oh, fuck, damn.
You got a lot of lottery picks, Joe.
I know. We're killing it, dude. We're killing it. I haven't picked since 7 rounds ago or 10 rounds ago when you told me that I was a fascist for taking Jay Crowder for picks.
Yeah, you're along. Dude, trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, so for the center that we need.
Do we have 2 picks left after this?
I think we take Isaiah Hartenstein is where I'm leaning. But
all right, so
Hartenstein
or Koloko would be the choice that I'm between.
I would say we should take Hartenstein.
Hartenstein, bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush. So there you go.
Yes, yeah,
Isaiah Hartenstein.
First off, how dare you take the white player before we take the white player?
We don't have any white players, I don't think.
To be fair, he's a white player named Isaiah.
So you guys have Poku. But
yeah.
Well, but you do. Turn. I just want to point out that still on the board and still available to you guys is Terrence Ross.
Yeah, I saw that one, but I think we need to go a little bit more upside pick. I think I'm gonna roll the dice on Romeo Langford.
Okay. Aaron Neesmith and Romeo Langford. You're a pervert. Oh my god.
I liked what I saw in Boston for the past 3 years.
All right, we actually have Brian Scalabrine on the podcast right now.
I actually do like Romeo Langford. I actually think
that's a great value pick for the.
Yeah, I actually think I like.
Yeah, no, I love Zaire Smith too. It's okay.
Jesus Christ! All right, with the final selection in our draft. Thank God we made it.
Wait. That was our final pick?
No, that was your guys' second to last. We're making our last pick, then you're making the last.
Thank God.
Sam, I think you know who you're picking.
Do I?
We've left him free and unavailable for every round. I suggested picking him second overall over Jonathan Isaac.
So we're
Fast
taking
PP
Metu.
is still on the board.
Would have been good.
We're taking Metu then.
Oh, we're taking Metu?
Metu's gone, I thought.
No. He's
Wait.
still on the board.
I was thinking Metu or Peyton Pritchard. Whatever
Shimizu
choice you
Mewtwo?
wanna make.
Oh no, we're taking Peyton Pritchard. No, you're right. We're closing the draft with Peyton Pritchard.
Good one.
Somehow one of the
I
biggest
wanted him. Good one.
left on the board.
Lovely.
Danny
Now-
Ainge over there is
That was the 29th pick, and now you guys can close it out with the 30th pick.
I promised on Twitter to all the fans of Seattle that when their team got taken away 15 years ago and they took away Kevin, we were going to bring Kevin back. So we're getting the next best thing, and we're taking Kevin Knox.
Love that.
I can't believe we got him this late.
Yeah, it's shocking.
After that
Amazing.
Summer League performance,
All right,
years ago,
standing in for Trill, who's otherwise disposed. This is our final teams. For the Las Vegas DraftKings, we have AJ Griffin, Jonathan Isaac, Io DeSumo, Daniel Gafford, Ricky Rubio, Saban Lee, Brandon Boston Jr., Usman Garuba, Eric Gordon, Chris Duarte, David Robbie, Bruce Brown, Terry Rozier, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Peyton Pritchard. That's actually an insanely good roster.
You guys played yourself out of the Wemby pick. Good job.
I was going to say, yeah, you're better than the Spurs and the Jazz.
Yeah, no. All right, and then the Seattle TP Hoopers. We're just calling them the Hoopers at this point. They have Moses Moody, who they'll probably look to move off the roster.
Yeah, we're moving him for Carson Edwards.
Yeah, say for Carson Edwards, Jay Crowder's leaving. We also have Nikhil Alexander-Walker,
Underwater.
Jarrett Culver, Cam Reddish, Alexander Pokusevski, Josh Okogie, Aaron Neesmith, Malik Monk, Shake Milton, Devontae Graham, Trey Burke, Romeo Langford, and Kevin Knox.
My only regret is I feel like I took Culver like a round too early. I think we could have got him.
It's a tad.
Yeah,
early.
just a smidge early.
That's my only regret.
I got him to do it.
I think we could have got
a little bit slight reach.
That's a great point, by the way.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it was a delight.
A pleasure.
Thank
as
you.
always.
Also, I will never try to drink a bottle of wine on a stream again. I'm
excited to discuss this with you tomorrow, Trill, and talk about your release. This was the rollout. We might want to hold off on the Patreon for a different announcement for a different pod, but we can discuss at a later date.
You know what?
Thank you. I nailed it.
No, you nailed it, Turn. You were an all-star. Yeah. I think everyone did a great job.
Except for me. All right, take care.
All right, gentlemen, I'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Peace.